Right folks, it's Andy here from Rusty and the Woodsman. So I'm just out in my local woodlands today using a Nessmuk knife to carve up a Bowdrill set. So this is heathboard, it's hazel dead standing. I cut it on Friday. I've also got a couple of pieces for a spindle as well. I was planning on travelling a bit further afield today, so somewhere we can have an open fire on the ground, but with the the high heats we've been having over the weekend, I didn't think it best practice to be having an open fire. So I just come to my local woodlands and I'm going to practice the Bowdrill. To be honest, it's really just to see how the Nessmuk performs at carving a Bowdrill set, but I'm going to actually use it as well and see if I can blow a tinder bundle into flame. The tinder bundle is a mix of clematis and cedar bark. I gathered that on Friday as well. But yeah, I've also got my alcohol stove and some food, so I'm going to use the Nessmuk knife as well to prepare that food in a little bit. Yeah. So I'm just going to scoop out a divot so I can burn the set in soon. With the way the tip is shaped, it actually makes quite a nice divot. So the divot's carved into the heathboard now. I'm just now carving down one of the pieces for the spindle. It's spalted, so I don't know if that's a good thing or not for actually doing the Bowdrill. Time will tell, I suppose. It's very dry, but yeah. So I was going to give you, so I've just burnt in the set and the end of the spindle was all charred up, and I was going to give you the spiel about every time I use the spindle, to burn in, or whether it's a failed attempt or a successful attempt at getting blowing the tinder bundle into flame, I always carve away the charred end of the spindle. I can't remember the exact reason why, but it does help. It was in I think it was in Paul Kirtley's blog about doing the Bowdrill. But I just went over there just to have a pee and I set the spindle down, and my best mate Rusty here, he does like the flavour of charred wood for some reason, and he just stole my spindle off the thing and chewed the end off. So I've had to saw about an inch off the end and recarve it. Hey Rust. Aye. Sabotaging my Bowdrill. Sabotaging my Bowdrill set. So I'm just going to recarve the end and I'll carve the notch into the heathboards, and then we'll get cracking. So the camera just cut out on me there, and what I've just spent the past 5 minutes doing is just carving this little sort of U shape under the bottom of the notch. It just provides a little extra bit of space for more ember to build up into. Rusty thinks this is for him, but it's not Rusty. This is for the Bowdrill. No, Bowdrill. So this is the clematis and cedar bark nest bundle. Everything's ready. Tinder bundle there, set here. So yeah, Bowdrill set carved with a Nessmuk. The way the tip's designed and with this grind, it made it really easy to carve that initial divot for burning the set in. A lot easier than other knives I've used, to be honest. But yeah, hazel and hazel, that was a combination. I don't think I've ever done hazel and hazel before. I've done hazel in combination with something else, like a hazel spindle with a spruce hearth cord, or a hazel spindle with a willow hearth cord. But yeah, I can't remember ever doing hazel and hazel before. And even the spindle that had started to spout, it didn't seem to make any difference, so yeah, happy with that. But getting a bit hungry now, fill this belly up with some food and I'll get the Nessmuk into a bit of food prep. Right folks, time to get the dinner on because my stomach is growling and I'm getting hungry. So I've got my little mini tripod set up with the Tatonka alcohol stove at the bottom. I'm going to be cooking it in my 12cm belly, and I've also got my Thai plate. So the food's going to be just I don't know what you call it. Anyway, so we're going to have mushrooms, potatoes, half an onion, chicken stock cube. I've got a few chicken pieces, leftover chicken from my roast dinner. So we'll be using that, and then some Uncle Ben's savoury chicken flavoured rice. This video is not sponsored by Uncle Ben's savoury chicken flavoured rice, it's just what was in the cupboard. Nessmuk knife for chopping up the food, 3 spice jars, salt, pepper and garlic, wooden spoon and possibles pouch with everything I could possibly need. And that is it, let's get cooking. As I said, I'm pretty hungry now. So I'm going to start off chopping the potatoes because I want to get them on the boil now. because I want them to soften up a bit. Oh yeah, as you'd expect, just goes through there nicely. Just chopping up the mushrooms now. Does it very nicely. Yeah, becoming a big fan of this knife. Big fan. So just going to cut all the chicken pieces up while we're waiting. Not too bad if I say so myself. Rusty's creeping over because he can smell the meat. And last ingredient is the onion. Chop that up. Yeah, the Nessmuk, as they say on their website Brisa, it's definitely a food prep knife. Slices food nicely. Add the onions in even. A bit of a stir. I'm going to add the mushrooms in at this point as well. Again, bit of a stir. I'm going to chuck the stock cube in at this point too. I'm not going to put the chicken in until basically a few minutes before I want to eat it, because I just want to heat the chicken up. I don't want it to sort of stew because it'll lose the flavour. Same with the rice, it's just to sort of soften it up a bit. Get that back on. I'm going to add the chicken in now, and then the rice. Oh, Rusty's getting his nose in that. Some of Uncle Ben's finest. Mix it all in, and then I'm going to get it back on the fire for a couple of more minutes. Well folks, I think it's time to serve this up. Crust it, leave it. It's a nice little meal this. It's nice and simple, you know, it's not, you know, not much to it. I've just put some of this in Rusty's bowl for him. I've set it up out of the way for now, just to let it cool down a bit, it's quite hot. If there was too much of it, I was not going to be able to eat it all otherwise. But yeah, I'm happy with today how it turned out. The Nessmuk knife, carving the Bowdrill set, it was nice and easy, it wasn't awkward or anything like that. It was just like using any other knife. Like I said, using the tip for making the original divot for burning the spindle into the health board, the way it's shaped and that, I found it made it a lot easier than the normal tip to other knives I've used. Yeah, and the hazel and hazel combination with the spalted spindle, that turned out alright. And the food, glorious, food was glorious. And yeah, again, used the Nessmuk knife for prepping the food, and yeah, just went through it like butter. No complaints so far with the Nessmuk knife. I've got a few more things I'm going to be doing with it yet before I actually do a full-on review about it. But yeah, I think I'll leave the video here folks. So as always, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch. And like my previous few videos, I've mentioned the fact that I'm closing in on 2,000 subscribers. And I've got a nice giveaway prize planned for that. So if you're not already one, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I'd really appreciate that as well. But thanks for watching folks, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.